I do not claim to own any of the videos or music shown in this movie.
1, 2, 3. My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.
During the 1800s, there wasn't much choice when it came to hobbies. Everyone was always working and only the rich could have hobbies. The hobbies the rich people had were going to plays and throwing food at actors they didn't like. As you can see, there wasn't very many options in entertainment, but lots of people enjoyed stamp collecting, hunting, taxidermy, and inventing things to make life easier. Hobbies changed a lot in 100 years. They were now living on the wild side. During this time, they were reading books, ballroom dancing, drawing, gardening, and racing cars between 15 and 25 miles per hour. But they did go hunting, drinking, played baseball, and played a bit of ping pong as well. The biggest hobby around 1910 to 1920 was free and easy, growing manly mustaches.
Talk to corporate, approve memos, lead a workshop, remember birthdays, direct workflow.
Hobbies such as marathon dancing, mahjong, Yahtzee, crosswords, and pole sitting are popular. Watching TV was a rich person's hobby, so they could have watched the first ever colour cartoon, Flip the Frog, Fiddlesticks. Things like baseball, boxing, collecting antique toys, hiking and camping, collecting stamps, building model planes, photography, woodworking, leathercraft, knitting, fishing, hunting, raising cats and dogs, raising livestock for competition, horseback riding, swimming, and ballroom dancing. The hobbies of the 1950s were to play sports such as hockey and football and baseball. Kids played with Matchbox cars, silly putty, Barbie, and playing knucklebones and hula hoop. Rock music got really popular in the 60s. There was a lot of revolution in music driven by the Beatles, and also a lot of dances like the twist, the frog, the swim, the monkey, and the jerk. Two huge hobbies began in the 70s. Number one, the first Star Wars was released, and number two, the first ever home game video console was released, as well as the Magnavox Oxide, which you could play games like Snake, Space Invaders, and Pong. Walkmans and boomboxes introduced during the early 1980s became very popular and had a profound impact on the music industry and youth culture. Madonna and Michael Jackson were huge during the 80s, and they became many people's hobbies. Mobile phones gained massive popularity worldwide during this decade. Friends, which premiered on NBC in 1994, became one of the world's most popular sitcoms of all time. The PlayStation was released in the mid-1990s and became the best-selling game console of all time. Not long after that, the Tamagotchi was released and people went crazy for it. The most popular games in the 90s were Super Mario World, Pokemon Red and Blue versions, Pokemon Yellow version, GoldenEye 007, Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda, Gran Turismo, Mario Kart 64, Half-Life, Super Mario Kart, Tomb Raider series, Metal Gear series, Final Fantasy, Crash Bandicoot series, Street Fighter 2, Spyro the Dragon series, Miss Commander Keen series, Test Drive series, Monkey Island, Civilization, FIFA 97, FIFA 98, FIFA 99, Dune series, Mortal Kombat series, Warcraft series, Rayman series, Duke Nukem 3D, Tekken series, StarCraft, Unreal series, Counter-Strike, and Sonic the Hedgehog series. Nintendo released the Nintendo 3DS. The PlayStation Network went down temporarily on April the 21st, 2011 due to hackers. It sent people in the world into craze, and they did things like this. Toy Story 3 was released, the iPad becomes the best-selling tech gadget in history,